That's not get this. Ow. Okay. I do, but I guess it's been like this. Yuck.
Lost everything, and now we've lost our anonymity because we've come forward here, and so we've lost everything. There is no advantage to doing what we did except the fact that we want the truth to come out. We spelled that out with I think pretty much all of them along the way, that as we were learning about these whistleblowers, you asked the first question. Okay, what's the motivation? The motivation is not there, because there's going to be political retaliation, and we saw that demonstrated yesterday. And they're going to, I mean, honestly, you can't stay there. When you come forward as a whistleblower, you can't stay there. Now, the idea is to protect them, protect their job if they wish to stay there. But really, long term, you can't stay there because you've been outed as the whistleblower, and everybody's looking at you, and you don't know who might be treating you differently, and you're not going to get full protection. The effort is to get official protection to the extent that you can make things known, in this case to the American people, that a wrongdoing or number of wrongdoings has occurred without the fear of something happening to you, including retaliation. And it's a way to expose a very non-transparent federal government for wrongdoings, and that's why whistleblowers are so important. Remember, when every one of those witnesses had to swear under oath. Yes. Yeah, that's another. I think we touched on this along the way. A whistleblower,
I don't know who
if you
that
come
is,
forward,
but
you
for some
can't
reason
lie.
it's
You can't lie, and it's a lie. You know, you can be prosecuted and go to prison. That's also part of the whistleblower. And if you're lying to the IG, that's punishable as well. Exactly. So they can't, if they lie. So what's the motivation for the whistleblowers is the question that you have to ask. Right. To tell a lie to, I don't know, further their career somewhere else? It doesn't work that way. It does on the left. Peter Strzok, Andrew McCabe. Yeah, no, they get jobs at CNN or wherever. But it doesn't work that way normally. For a whistleblower, they weren't whistleblowers. It doesn't work that way when you're, you step, think about this. McCabe didn't, and Strzok didn't really separate themselves from the pack. They were separated. They were let go. Well, the whistleblowers came forward. Right, but as a whistleblower, again, when you start the process, you're not doing it to get a book because you have no idea where it's going to end. And that's where I was going with this. When you step forward, you step forward on your own. Yeah. You're looking to get the protection. You're not being fired and then because this was by the way, this was also part of it from the left yesterday. Some of the Democratic committee members were insinuating, and I think one of them actually said or made the point that you are, this is a, I forgot where I was going. But the problem is that you're stepping forward. You're not. That they were disgruntled. They were just disgruntled employees. Had they been fired and then they came back months later and said, "Hey, okay, well then you've got at least the foundation for making that case, right?" You could say that about McCabe and Strzok, or anybody that's been fired that comes back later. You can say, "Well, they're just a disgruntled employee," but that's okay. Because
No, that's fine.
It's fine to be disgruntled employee.
As long as the claim stands,
right.
that withstands that kind of scrutiny.
Right, I'd say, yeah, a disgruntled employee, because what they're doing, I believe, is against the mission and against the law and against the policy of the FBI.
Yep.
86690 Red Eye.
Logging miles during the hot summer months can put a serious strain on you and your truck's health. Did you know pollutants and allergens in the air outside can enter your cab through the HVAC system without you even cracking a window? That's why it's important to check those cabin air filters. Inhaling dirty and polluted air can cause distress if you suffer from allergies or a respiratory illness. Not to mention the distraction dirty cabin air filters can cause by blocking proper airflow to your AC system when you need it most. Breathe easy when the air in your cab is fresh. This report is brought to you by Shell Rotella. Shell Rotella, with advanced synthetic technology, is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
Lines open for your calls. 866-90 Red Eye on Red Eye Radio.
Live from the Uniden America studios, you are listening to Red Eye Radio. Uniden has been a cornerstone of the trucking industry from the beginning. Go to uniden.com today.
If you drive a big rig, you know that more time on the road means more money in your pocket. Shell Rotella, with advanced synthetic technology, is designed to help keep your rig running and save you money in the long run. Trade up the Shell Rotella and you'll get superior protection against engine wear. That means less time in the shop and more time on the road. It also means you'll get more chances to see North America's finest roadside attraction, cows, cornfields, cows in cornfields. It's lovely this time of year. Shell Rotella's advanced synthetic technology also offers extended grain intervals, helping your rig go farther between oil changes. So you'll make less pit stops. Well, unless you need to restock on snacks, we really can't help you with that. But if you're looking to help your big rig engine live longer, look no further. Superior protection, less maintenance. That's what you can expect from the #1 heavy-duty engine oil in North America. Shell Rotella for the long haul. Explore the full lineup of Shell Rotella products at rotella.com/longhaul.
Were you hopeful for less chance of an inspection delay at the roadside in 2021? Compared to the 2020 pandemic year, you were disappointed as inspection likelihood rose from 2020 levels substantially. That's according to the new comprehensive analysis from Overdrive Magazine's decade-long CSA's Data Trail series. But the 2022 series update shows that state truck enforcement departments still aren't back to pre-COVID inspection levels. Learn more about this today. There are some new risks, though, in rising moving violations as well as hours of service detention. You can determine your own roadside risk with 48 state rankings in many inspection and violation categories. Download the full report via overdriveonline.com. Navigate to the regulations section to find the CSA's Data Trail 2022 update. That's overdriveonline.com in the regulations section. And check out
Dissecting politics with exclusive interviews, commentary, and humor. Useful Idiots with Katie Halper and Aaron Mate.
I just want to share a very anticlimactic story. My friend and I last night, a dog was abandoned. And my friend who has a car saw the announcement and he asked me if I wanted to go help rescue a dog. And we went all the way to Brooklyn and we were going to drive it all the way to Staten Island. And then it turned out the vet was closed. Then he got a ticket. So no good deed goes unpunished.
Useful Idiots, wherever you listen.
Hey, it's Randy, and let's talk about an upsetting issue.
You're paying your homeowner's insurance premium every month like a clock. But one day you had an incident like water damage, broken pipe, toilet overflow. You open a claim with your homeowner's insurance company to find out that your insurance adjuster is trying to pay you so little that you won't be able to repair the damage. Then it's time to call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is looking out for you. Avner Gatt is a public insurance adjuster who is on your side. You can try to negotiate with the insurance company yourself, but you will find very quickly that it's not that simple. Avner Gatt negotiates on your behalf to make sure that you are getting the best possible outcome, not the insurance company. No one messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. So give Avner a call at 818-917-5256 or visit avnergatt.com. That's AVNERGAT.com. Call him directly at 818-917-5256. You will be surprised. Avner takes all the calls himself.
Gotta be kidding me.
I'm Gary McNamara. He's Eric Harley. Coming up, DeSantis will be in next week. The report that Chris Christie will be in next week. My favorite story, by far, is the whole blank show on the Democratic primary that the Democrats are facing right now. And that's where in New Hampshire, they actually have a law that it doesn't matter whether, and the legislature's run by Republicans. So there's a law that their primary must be a week before anyone else's. And so the first primary for Biden will be New Hampshire and not South Carolina. And so it's like, he's not in it. He's not in the primary right now, in the New Hampshire primary.
Right.
And it's like if he gets, and they're afraid that if he gets into the New Hampshire one, he'll lose. And so there's now the speculation: what does Biden do? Does he just forfeit and not participate in that, or does he get involved in the whole thing that they talked about South Carolina being first? Doesn't come to fruition. All right, maybe nobody else found that funny. I found that hilarious.
Well, because I have to wonder do we even know who's running the campaign right now? I was gonna say if you're running the campaign, but who's running the campaign? The Biden campaign.
Well, I don't know, but the heavyweight came in for Robert Kennedy Jr.
Oh, I think she's going to do great, right? Williamson?
No. I'm talking about for Robert Kennedy. His campaign manager, Dennis Kucinich.
Dennis Kucinich, yeah. I'm sorry. They were in the same article. They were talking about, and I knew you were talking about Kennedy. They were talking about Marianne Williamson, and they were talking about, the backlash on the Democratic Party and the fact that there's not going to be any primaries. And then Fox News made the point, well, traditionally the party that controls the White House, incumbent party, does not have primary elections. Actually, they do. Trump had primary elections in 2020 in our state. I don't know the rules of all the states. I don't have them in front of me, but no, you can primary against the sitting president. Mm-hmm. We've seen it happen before.
AM 790.
KABC News at 10:30. I'm Sharon Reardon. Good evening. The LA Department of Water and Power finished up repairs on Tuesday to more than 800 electrical poles in need of immediate safety-related repairs. This after city officials, including the mayor, urged the agency to take swift action to address those potentially dangerous electric poles. It was an historic moment for the LA labor community.
It's not about the ongoing writer's strike or the new strike authorization vote for Screen Actors Guild members. It's about the first union shop in American history for strippers. The owner of the North Hollywood Club, where the union vote succeeded, withdrew opposition, allowing the National Labor Relations Board to make it official. Dancers at the Star Garden Topless Dive Bar are now represented by Actors Equity. That union represents 51,000 stage workers and a few strippers. Kevin Tripp, KABC News.
And the Orange County Transportation Authority drivers for disabled commuters voted today to accept a new contract, and full service is expected to resume on Monday. The strike by paratransit drivers represented by the Teamsters Union began May 3rd. The prior contract and expired at the end of last year. KABC Sports, the Cardinals outslugged the Dodgers during a 16-8 win at Busch Stadium today. And that's sports on the home of the USC Trojans. The markets closed in the green. KABC SoCal weather, partly cloudy skies tonight, lows in the upper 50s. Low clouds and fog tomorrow morning, then partly cloudy with highs in the 60s to low 70s. Currently at 61 degrees in Santa Ana, 62 in Santa Anita, and at 61 degrees in Santa Clarita. Stimulate your drive home. Get the straight story with Leo 2.0 live at 5 and Motec on Money at 6. For your fast-paced, fact-based drive home, it's 790 KABC. Traffic up next.
KABC, dependable traffic right now in the Inland Empire coming away from Riverside on the 91 westbound right at Arlington. A vehicle overturned and landed on its roof. And the 91 west is slow from 14th Street to Madison, and the eastbound side a little bit of slowing between Madison and Arlington. Also in the IE, delays on the 15th southbound from 6th Street and Norco down to the 91 freeway. Earlier problem on the 73 northbound right around MacArthur has been cleared. It was a crash in the right-hand lane. It's all gone. Still seeing delays on the 101 southbound, the Hollywood freeway from Melrose to the 4 level. Northbound side of the 101 right now, a good ride. That's dependable traffic. I'm Mike Morris, AM 790, KABC.
If this statement rings true to you,
Joe Biden has a near magical ability to screw things up.
you've come to the right place. Fast-paced, fact-based, AM 790 KABC.
Shell Rotella with advanced synthetic technology is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
Hey truckers, it's time for today's roll haul of hauling frozen pizzas.
I'm hauling dumbbells. Pump those weights. I'm hauling motion sensor plastic skeletons that jump out at you when you walk in front of them. Woo!
I'm hauling beans.
From hauling pizzas to plastic skeletons to beans. You can save when you get a Progressive Commercial truck insurance quote in as little as 5 minutes. Get a quote today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the 1,000,000-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1,000,000 miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
The Trucker Jobs Magazine is your monthly source for finding a great truck driving job in today's market. The Trucker Jobs Magazine has informative features to help you manage a business, stay safe on the roads, and keep up with the latest regulations affecting trucking. It also has fascinating stories about truckers like you. Pick up a free copy of the Trucker Jobs Magazine at one of almost 400 truck stops across the country. Or you can visit thetrucker.com for the digital edition today.
Sponsored by the Trucker Media Group.